Hello, how's everybody doing? This is the Comic Book Shop of Doom, and I'm going to review the NWA Wrestling's new show, Carnyland. So, they have a new show on YouTube. Because of the pandemic, they haven't been able to film new shows, new wrestling shows. So, they put together this is basically a compilation of skits. And oh, is it horrible. And it's the roster now that they have, the entire roster. They had Eddie Kingston, Nick Aldis, and it was all, everybody's cheering the praise of the NWA. Okay, I'm fine with that. And Allison Kay was on it, Eli Drake, but it's just the same thing. It's there's no rhyme or reason to it. And excuse me, the funny thing was they couldn't have a description of this when they said, "Hey, next week we're going to have Carnyland in place of NWA Power," until we could start filming live shows again in front of an audience. So everybody chimes in from their phones or their computers from home, and they give you these little skits, and it's 28 minutes long. So I mean, if you're a hardcore fan, watch it. If you're not, you're not missing much. But the sick part is, before they did the NWA Power show that they brought back studio wrestling, Billy Corgan said that him and Dave Lagana, that this Carnyland, that they wanted to make this the return of the NWA. So basically, they were going to do an all skit show. And I have an old time friend, Schaumburg Stu, who's about 80 years old, and he always talks about wrestling from the 50s, and he can't stand modern day wrestling when all it is skits and talking and interviews, and there's barely any wrestling. Well, I sent them the link to this show, and I said, "This is going to piss you off," and I know it will. And he must be watching something tonight, so he was like, "What is this? I can't watch this. I don't have time tonight." And I just said it's all skits and promos and stuff like that. So unless you're into all that and you want to waste 28 minutes of your life, go ahead. If not, forget it. And I don't know if this is going to be a continuing thing, but I don't see this thing having any gas in the tank. So NWA Carnyland, no, no thanks. Whatever. I wouldn't even say it's a good try. I think it's just a bad idea. All right, everybody have a good night.